All right. There we go. All right.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to do our channel breathing, releasing from the left, right, and central channels, any blocks. I hope that everybody's doing this in the mornings. We've been talking about doing that in the mornings before you do anything. I have a teacher who tells us, don't even drink water. Don't even drink water. Just get up and work with the channels. Release any of the toxins before you start anything. So give it a try. It's really good to do, this time of year, and obviously with COVID, why not give it a try? So we'll start today by, remember that you make the fists with your hands and you place them at the fold where your thighs and hips meet, and you bring your shoulders all the way up. So bring your shoulders all the way up toward the earlobe so that your arms are actually straightening out. And we'll inhale, bring in, and then take the left hand, cover the left nostril completely, the whole channel. You see how my finger is alongside? And then you blow out fierce, and then middle, and then gentle. So and on the gentle, let it go really long, and then so you pump that last bit out from the belly. And then inhale. We'll take the right hand, cover, full channel. Let it come all the way out, and then blow out the remainders. And then both hands again, straightening the arms. Inhale, both channels. Completely release. Let the shoulders relax down, and we'll move into our movement.
All right. So let's come sitting with your feet out in front of you. We're going to do rowing the boat. We've done this before, so hopefully, Joy, you know that. Just like you're rowing a boat, you're going to inhale, exhale forward, inhale back, exhale forward.
So we're sitting with our legs straight out in front of us.
And we're reaching towards our toes like we have a rowing a boat. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. One of us gets up, that's because our other dog is making noise. We might go put him somewhere. All right, someone's trying to get in. So keep doing that, keep going. I'm gonna let Rose in. And we're gonna keep going. All right. And then come to stillness, and then you can reach, touch your toes, your shins, your knees, whichever works for you. And just let your head drop down. Inhale and exhale through the nose. There is no right or wrong, good or bad with this. You just do the best you can. Inhale and exhale. I have a super tight back, so it's not easy for me. Exhale, then take your hands behind you. Draw your shoulder blades back and together. You can either just drop your head back, or you can push up with your hips. Whatever works for you. Inhale and then exhale, slowly come down. Bring your knees up, push up. Exhale down, bring your feet out. Now you can push up or just draw your shoulders back, shoulder blades back. Then bring your feet in, push up. Exhale down, feet out, push up, inhale. Exhale down. This is a little hard to explain. We're going up to like a reverse table. Then you're putting your feet out in front of us. One more up. Okay. Then bring your feet into a cross-legged position.
Joy, look up Purvottanasana.
Yeah. Well, we're already moving on to the next one. So you're gonna take your hands to your knees. You're gonna inhale, curve your spine forward, exhale, curve the spine back, like you're stirring a pot. Okay? And imagine that your center of your chest is really the center of the movement. So it's not so much about like dropping forward, but trying to get the center of your chest forward and letting it come back the best that you can. Really, the purpose is we're really trying to be like a palm tree, super flexible and super strong at the same time. Most of the movements that we do for this are all just for meditation. There's lots of other great yoga poses and things to do, but mostly focused on just the spine and the core, and the lower back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. You want to do that through your nose the best that you can. If you can't, you can use your mouth. But we try to stick to the nose. And then take a moment, reverse the turn. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And these postures with movement really help you stay focused on your breath. They help you to stay in the moment the best you can. Help you manage the mind and all its wild thoughts, good and bad. Inhaling, exhaling. Okay, then come to center, take a moment, stay with the breath. Bring your hands to your shin. You're going to inhale, push the chest forward, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, curve the spine, look towards the navel center. So it's inhale up, exhale back. So your body's kind of going like this. Your chest, your chest, in and out. In and out. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. When you're constricting is when you want to have your exhale. When you're opening up is when you want to have your inhale because your belly goes out. So when you're constricted, you want to inhale and then exhale on the constriction. And slowly move your hands out to your knees and keep going. Slightly moves the stretch up the back a little bit. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And if you've got a little dog or animal that's crawling on you, climbing on you, just like your mind, try to be at peace with it. Mugsy's like our visual image of our mind. And as cute as he is, I think Miss Swain's trying to get in.
Oh, really?
All right, some of them, I don't know. So come to stillness, take a moment.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's a chipper.
bring your hands up. I usually have my thumb and pointer finger touching. You're going to inhale to the left, exhale to the right, inhale to the left, exhale to the right. And you go as fast as slow as you want. You can try to look over your back shoulder if you want to, if that makes you dizzy. If anything makes you dizzy, you can just stop, find a point, stare at it, or you can go into child's pose, whatever you need to do. If anything doesn't feel right, doesn't feel good, feels like it's hurting, you don't have to do it. Just gotta do what feels right for you.
If you have a broken ankle, you can keep your legs out in front or sit in your chair.
Yeah. Yeah. You have any kind of broken anythings, you can try to figure out what is right and what's actually, if you're probably a broken stuff, it's probably better just to do the meditation part. But what it depends what you can do. It's up to you. Inhale, exhale. Okay, you're gonna reach out, bring your hands up, cup them up, push up, reach up towards the ceiling. And then exhale to the right, opening up the left, breathing into it. Inhale, exhale, come up, center, exhale the other way. Stay with it, come to center, let the hands drop down. From here, you're gonna open up your legs and gonna rock on your back like a little kid, just rocking on your spine. If you have the room, make sure you have room for your head. Just go with the flow. Let it kind of massage the spine.
Don't crush your dog.
Don't crush your dog. He's kind of wondering what we're doing. I would think he's seen us do this before, but it's all good. Okay, then from there, you're gonna curl your legs over, come onto your hands and knees. So your hands are beneath your shoulders, about shoulder width apart. Your knees are, it could be a little less than hip width, but around hip width apart. There's the guys working on me. I'm trying to stay focused. You're going to inhale up, exhale, curve the spine. Inhale up, exhale, curve the spine. It's called cat cow. Inhale up, exhale down. Going with the flow. Working on that. Come in the palm trees. Be a hurricane. We'll just bend back and forth without breaking. Could be a super calm day, chilling in the sun. Okay, from there, you're gonna push up into downward dog. So you're just gonna push your hips up into the air. You're gonna have equal pressure with your hands and feet. Index fingers are facing forward. Your toes are facing forward, kind of line pointing towards the back of your heels. You can use it and push your palms down and put pressure on your palms and push up, lifting your hips up towards the ceiling. Staying with the breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Okay, and then from here, you're going to drop your knees down to the floor. You're going to drop your chest down to the floor and keep your shoulder blades back and together and come up into Sphinx or Cobra, whichever works for you. So you can keep your arms like this. You can use your hands to push up. Or if you want to take it further, you can lift your thighs on the floor in upward facing dog or little dog, yelling dog. And then we're going to push back. And then we're going to just let your knees come forward, come into that cross-legged position. We're going to go into our meditative position. So whatever works for you. Stay with your breath and inhaling and exhaling through the nose.
And so we know that we give you this little bit of movement before we move into our meditation, because that's why yoga asanas were created, to help calm the whole being, right? So we're working to move our energy and work like that, so that when we sit, we can actually settle. It's just like when you have little children, you let them run around first before you bring them in to settle. So
unfortunately, we didn't get Muggsy to run around that much, but hopefully he'll calm down.
We'll see. We always see. So allow yourselves to find a space where you're comfortable. Let yourself sit if it's okay with your body to sit in a cross-legged posture. That's preferable. If it's not okay, you can sit on a chair, whatever you need to do. Totally fine. And allow yourself to find your breath. So when you find your breath, you can just send a little bit of relaxation throughout your body. At nighttime, sometimes it's suggested that you breathe with the eyes looking down toward the tip of the nose. So in some of the meditative methods, it's said in the morning, you look up toward the sky, you do a nice sky meditation. At noon, you meditate with your eyes open, looking forward, open space. And in the evening, you look down toward the tip of the nose. So that's what we're going to do tonight. When you keep the eyes open and gaze toward the tip of the nose, it's a gaze. So you soften your gaze. You're not really looking at anything. Just see if you can get into that kind of space, finding your breath. So you feel the spine lifting up. As you feel the spine lifting, you can tuck very slightly, tuck the chin toward the chest. Looking down toward the tip of the nose, your hands can rest on your thighs or your knees, palms down. And as you breathe, feel from the crown of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes, as if the breath is moving through you and relaxing every part of you. Let your breath be like a little detective, noticing if you have any points of tension or stress that you're holding on to. When you find that point of stress, just exhale and imagine that it's dissolving out into space, completely letting go. So listen to the sound of the breath, scanning the body. And then as you come into that space, scanning the body and you start to feel yourself relax, notice your shoulders. Do they need to be pulled up and then released back down to really relax? Notice your jaw. A lot of times that's a point of tension. People tense up the facial muscles. Let it relax, every part of you. So you can separate your teeth. Your mouth might be open a slight bit. You're breathing through the nose, inhaling. And on your exhale, you can feel the breath exhaling slightly out through the mouth. Feel your breath getting longer on your exhales. And as you exhale, see if you can just pause when you completely release the breath. So when you're inhaling, just naturally happens. And then on your exhale, you're releasing the breath completely out. And then you just pause, let yourself linger there. Notice your thoughts or your emotions. Just take note. Don't try to change anything at this moment. But when you do notice, you will then move back to your breath. Don't follow the thought. Just know that it's okay when they show up, because they do. Allow yourself to imagine now a big open sky, clear blue. And whenever you have a thought or a feeling that you become aware of, just imagine it like a cloud in the sky. It's just there. Comes and then it goes. Once you notice the cloud in the sky, you refocus on the big blue open space. When you return your thought to the big open space and another cloud appears, notice it. Look right at the cloud, and on your exhale, it releases and your sky opens up again. No judgment. It just happens just like that. Whatever arises, whatever thought appears, just like whatever appears in the sky. Could be a cloud, could be sun, could be a lightning bolt, rain, a rainbow, snow. Whatever it is that appears in the sky is impermanent, just like the thought that feels so heavy, so real, comes and it goes. Patience and openness. You're able to dissolve whatever ornaments appear. And the focus returns to that wide open space. Now, during your session, if you ever get so lost in the thought, bring yourself right back to the breath, the anchor, extending that exhale. And as soon as you anchor in with the breath again, go back to that wide open space. And with no judgment, just like the sky would never judge a cloud, just like the sky would never judge a rainbow or a lightning bolt. The sky just has that open space for these things to appear. And just as they appear, they dissolve. Try holding on to any of them. Couldn't. There's no difference from the mind and what appears. We'll allow ourselves to take a nice full breath. And as we take this full breath in, just imagine that a golden light is moving in through the crown of your head. And this light comes in and fills your being with clarity, wisdom. And then as you exhale, you imagine all of that light that filled you gathers in the heart center. And from that heart center, a small, bright light of clarity moves from the center of the heart, raying out right before you so you can see it. And then allow yourself to inhale. And then as you exhale, allow that to dissolve. Allow any visualization to dissolve. And we'll find our breath with a nice inhale, pulling the breath all the way down to the navel center. We'll exhale, bow the head down toward the chest, and then roll the head toward the right shoulder, and then all the way back, and then to the left shoulder, and all the way forward. And then we'll roll our head the opposite way, left shoulder, all the way back, right shoulder, come all the way forward. We can lift the head, and as we do, we'll inhale, bring the right shoulder back 3 times, roll it back, 1, 2, 3, and then roll the shoulder forward 3 times, 1, 2, 3, left shoulder back, 1, 2, 3, left shoulder forward, 1, 2, 3, and then inhale, shoulders up, hold the breath, squeeze a little bit, and then exhale, let go. And we'll end with our sound ah, our symbol ah, which brings us that memory. It's the sound of that open space. So we'll end with that. Inhale. And namaste, everybody. So nice to have you all here today. Lots of questions before we depart. Miss Blaney, you're a trooper.